Hey, this Goats4Sales, produced by Don and Dan the Mansion, and you tuned into our very first podcast. For our premiere episode, we got the best damn roofer, Joshua Bigger.
Woo! Share as well. And then tag you guys in it.
With audio and visual and everything, yes.
Yeah, audio, definitely. Oh my God.
Well, the last one was to the deaf community, man. We reach out.
She's like, hey, so
I know sign language a little bit. I took sign language in college for 2 semesters.
Really?
Actually, my oldest daughter, she's 14 now, but I taught her to speak sign language before. She was saying like words, even like doctor, like food, water, bubba, or milk, right?
Yeah,
so I taught her all the little things. So she was speaking at like 2 months old, like she'd be like bottle, and they don't cry. Motherfucking kids don't cry. Like, yeah. So that was the first one we had. We did some sign language. Actually, I actually recommend it to a lot of people with young babies. If you're having babies, sign language, because babies will cry. But if you teach them how to speak, which they can't, but if they use their hands to speak, they can communicate, and therefore that they stop crying as much. It's actually a wonderful fucking thing to do with your kids.
That's lit.
Yeah, I'm not just a roofer. It's not just a clever name here, guys. Been around the block.
I think that's where we should start it at. Big time.
How'd you get that name? Who gave it to you? What's the story behind it?
Big time. Everything is self-proclaimed here, gentlemen. Big time was actually, my last name is Bigger. So
yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of threw it out there. Bigger is my last name. So I just kind of decided big time. It was my hashtag catchphrase kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it just kind of went from there. So I started hashtagging it. Now we have Big Time Productions, which is a production company that we're doing commercials for Prime Line, Canada, Grow Green, Diamond. Hopefully working on some other big projects. We're in talks with some companies from Europe for making some commercials for them as well. So Big Time started off as a catchphrase, and now it's a production company.
We actually love that a lot. That's one of the things that we definitely want to talk about. Like with us, Goats4Sales, we're starting out, we're doing a little marketing. We got Misty Water. That's basically, doing supporting for different causes. So like breast cancer, for instance. We got the pink bottles. So, but we see that you're on a different level with that. You're on the big time status with that. So can you just tell us as far as the bigger productions and how you get with working with different companies, and using your roofing brand to work with different companies?
Well, the brand was Bigger Roofing from the beginning. That was the name of the company. And much like you guys, did smaller things to help out my community, doing things for the community. We gave away free roofs to less fortunate families, promoted during Christmas time, had several giveaways. We did a big roof giveaway for a firefighter that is now passed, who's a friend and a local firefighter with my family is all firefighters. He came down with Lou Gehrig's disease. It was one of our big communities we brought together. So we had 20 firefighters scraping the roof. We had the owner of what is now Roof Bar. It was called Home Roofing. They supplied all the shingles for IKO. So I did start doing the same thing that you guys did, little tiny events through your hometown, in your own communities.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of turned into just doing stuff in the community with my company. And then I was getting bored at work. And then I just started making funny videos, which then turned into the Best Damn Roofer, which got attention, which viewership is the key to marketing. Because if people are watching, it means your marketing is working.
Exactly.
But my marketing, our BDR's content was more harsh and was more of a shocker than anything.
Yeah.
So it's so long ago. It's like 7 or 8 years since we started, and now it's turned into more of a brand and production company. We're still doing comedy, but we're trying to help people in the community, and that's why we got the Green Army. I don't know if you guys seen it. We just kind of started it up right now.
Yeah,
so this is gonna
green everything,
right? Green with envy if you don't join, right? So.
Exactly.
We did a church in Savannah for one of our customers. We completely did it, no profit. So we got some good footage, good content. We can't wait to post that. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's always key. Like we've done a couple churches too. Done a lot of stuff like that, and that is key. That breaks down the door. That shows that you're not just in it for the money. You're in it for your community, and everyone should be. People get lost in work, and that's all they know, right? It's a little more than that, right? We're a family-oriented business. I have 5 children, big family, and we're all connected by the firefighter. My dad was chief, so was my granddad. My 3 brothers are on a full-time force as well. That's what I went to school for. So I use that to kind of, that's where it started with the one giveaway with the fire department. And then we kept going with that. Okay. There was the reaction, the positive reactions you got from people, right?
Yep.
And people coming together. So that's part of networking, bringing people together. So that's kind of where all my roots started. Just like, I think maybe like you guys are starting on the same thing, right? That's where it starts. And now looking back at it, I still do it. I still give as much as I can. And that's why I'm started the Green Army, to give back to the community. We're trying to help people build their own brands, affiliation links. There's a little more to it than that as well. It's connected to the Roofing University as well. It's the fraternal club of the Roofing University. The Roofing University is my new avenue to teach people about the shingles that I install, the diamond, hopefully working with the IKO, if they will, and a bunch of other companies, just to bring education rather than comedy to the industry, which I've been doing for so long. So
add more value.
A little more value. I think the comedy's big value. I just posted a podcast last night about one of my big fans so she I've gotten that so many times, all these dumb videos I've made, like people reach out to me like, hey man, in my darkest times, you made me laugh. And I get like every week I get an email like that. You're like, so that's what kept me going. Like as much as people would say, hey man, you're wrecking the industry. I'm like, I'm getting feedback from actual people in the industry that aren't just owners, they're actual roofers that I'm bringing value to their life just by making them smile. So nobody could tell me that I was doing something wrong because I wasn't showing that. I've never showed that side of it. So that was the first thing I showed, was the one you've seen today, the podcast with Jessica Kay.
Yeah.
And I just, I kept that for myself. That's kind of what kept it going for so long, with so much like there's people that love me. There's also some people that hated me. Like I've had Child Family Services called on me. I've had the Ministry of Labor, which is OSHA. I got people. Gosh. I just had one the other day. Someone's like, I'm going to go to the news and I'm going to try to destroy the best damn roofer. Like I've been trying to destroy my name for 7 years, bro. Good.
Hop on the train. Hop on the Biggtime train.
I tell them to get in fucking line, right? That's what I say. Yeah, get in line. So, but that's kind of where
because like you actually show
kind of the roots of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody usually sees like the comedy side and, the harsh side, but then how you just mentioned as far as with the Green Army, like the giving back to the community, that's the balance that people don't really see. So that's actually real cool.
Yeah, because I don't show I really want people to see like that BDR. I'll tell you right now, that is me. Like people like that. I'm like, yeah, like I embellish it, but that's me when I was 20 years old. If I never get my shit together, right? Yeah. Like some of those stories, those are true stories. Some of them aren't my stories. Some of them are other roofer stories. But
wait, when did you start in the industry?
I started roofing. I think some of the first jobs was just like with my dad, my uncles, like doing one of my relatives' houses, helping clean up and doing stuff like that. I remember this one funny time. I had a dream. We were doing my grandpa's roof, and we ended up doing it a few months later, right? And I was like 12 or 13. I'm like, I just dreamed of this. I'm like, I was dreaming I was working with you, Dad, on the roof. And my dad looks at me. He's like, that's what I do, kid. I make your dreams come fucking true. And I was like, motherfucker. I never let go of that. I'm like, oh shit, it's been my life ever since I was a kid. And then I got into carrying bundles, 13, 14. I've been in and out for 25, 27 years, whatever it may be. So I just got into it, like helping with family, and then got in through working for family friends that owned companies. And then I just run on my own eventually because I was too hard headed to work for anybody, right? Tell the boss to fuck off and you're working on your own, No,
I like that. All right, we want to do something cool. So we want to interview, like say we're on Roofing University, we're trying to add some value with us. We do a lot of door to door. So that's how we get our sales. So we've done $1 million in sales individually ourselves, our first year. That's a
congratulations.
Thank you. That's a big accomplishment for us. Now, as far as for you, we know that you've been doing it, but we don't necessarily see as far as you doing any like door to door, the actual sales. Have you been doing that before? Is that in your background?
Well, I'll be honest with you guys. In Canada and US, there's two different industries. So door knocking doesn't really happen as much as it does in the States. It happens like commonly through storms, and you guys chase storms, and it happens all the time. In Canada, usually we have smaller populations. So instead of having, you guys have 300 million, we have 36 million. So that's the density is not there.
Yeah.
So what they do is like insurance companies will have like an influx in calls when there's a storm, and there's restoration companies that will have roofers in their repertoire that they'll use to go out. So, but I would, like, when I started out, I did knock on doors. I would literally hang door hangers, like, hey, your roof looks like it needs I'll give you a free repair, get it, like, you know, to the, so I did, it was just a little different process than what you guys would be used to with, you know, the power of attorneys and the big corporations and the big insurance companies. Mm-hmm. So yours is like a magnitude way bigger than what we have in Canada for roof things. But that, you know, I did still knock on doors. I mean, I wanted to get business, so I was literally knocking on doors to get it. And I mean, a lot of guys do that starting out, whether it be for an insurance company or just knocking on a door to break the ice and talk to a client, see if you can, you know, sell yourself. Right. So I've done that my whole life. I'm selling myself right now. I'm still doing it, whether it be Roofing University, Best Damn Roofer, Bigger Roofing. Right.
Yeah. We also see that you do a lot of, you're hands-on. We see you on the roof. We see you doing everything. So a lot of people, especially with sales that we see in our area that does the door-to-door, they're not as hands-on. They want to stick with just doing the sales. They don't even want to necessarily pick the materials for the crew. What do you say to that kind of salesperson?
Guys, they got to get on the roof. Even just cleaning up garbage. Have respect for the roofer. He'll have respect for you. That'll build your business. And if you get into the game like that, and you maybe even get into like helping them lay shingles or just watching, and you're getting to know the feel of how it installs, you can sell a lot better that way than if you don't know. It's like trying to sell a Lamborghini if you've never driven one. You know what I mean?
That's so funny because right? You get the same example.
I was going to say the exact same thing, but a Ferrari. But Lamborghinis are good too.
No, but like, you know what I'm saying though, right? So like, exactly. You guys if you want to sell something, if you know more about it, that's going to make you a better salesman. Mm-hmm. Straight up like that. It's easy method. And a lot of guys have asked me, I get dirty looks like, get on the fucking roof, lay some shingles, meet your crew. And they're like, what? Like they're like, the BDR is fucking crazy. Hey, that's the look I get. But sincerely, like it'll help your sales game a little bit more. And I honestly, truly believe that it will, because I'm my own salesman and I'm on the roof. So I'm like proofs in the pudding. I do it every day. Right.
Yeah. 100%.
I can outsell anybody what my shingles will do because I put it on. So, I mean, in my opinion, I'm a better salesman than anyone out there because I'm putting it on and I'm manufacturing with the manufacturers. I'm marketing it. I'm doing everything. I got hands in every side. So I know every avenue about how it's going to go on, when it's going to go on, who's going to do it. So my sales pitch is based on that. Right.
I like that. From
A to Z. I like that. I like that a lot. So how can someone be a part of the Green Army?
So the Green Army Alliance right now, we are basically inviting, would be like admins to the page right now, which has high content value, high member of followers and on their social media. And we're basically then we're going to brand them a little bit better, give them affiliate links. And then we're going to have people join up. It'll probably be a membership fee of say $20 or $25, but it comes along with you get a free t-shirt, you get some discounted prices. Of some tools, right? So you buy and you get the t-shirt, but you also get to be part of the family. And once you build up your brand, if you want to, then you can lead up into getting affiliation links, selling diamond shingles, selling other products that we have lined up already. We just can't speak of it yet because the deal's not done. But one of them is Canada Go Green. We're selling solar vents as well. So you can do the same things that we're doing once you build up your platform enough. So it's basically going to be walking you through the same steps I did to help build your own brand and market yourself and sell yourself. And then along with the roofing directory, we're going to try to bring Bigger Roofing North American wide. Yeah. So if you have an emergency leak, so we've already started here in Ontario, like reaching out further and further. We have Ryan's Roofing in Ottawa that's working with us and they're doing our diamond roofs. I've gone up there and taught them. So that's intertwining with Roofing University. Like I said earlier, it's like a fraternal club.
Is there any company in the United States that's doing that yet?
No, we're launching to the States. So,
okay.
So we have three companies from
Canada.
We're thinking big time. So it's mostly Canadian companies because that's where it's everyone I can deal with here. They're all close for me to interact with. So Diamond, Canada Go Green, and it would be Primeline Tools. And we got a few other in discussion. So hopefully by the time we launch at the end of the month, there'll be 5 companies that we're going to brand and that we can have other people that are trying to brand themselves on social media be able to have affiliation links and try to make some money off sales online rather than even in their own area. So you can actually sell. You can sell diamond shingle in New York if you want. You don't have to live there, right? Yeah. So it's just it's a way to use the tool that everyone has in their hand, your cell phone. You know, that's everyone has this tool.
So with the Green Army, you're essentially helping others to be roofing celebrities just like you.
somewhat like that, or
Gotcha.
more of an online salesman and marketing better, right? So that I'm not going to make them make drunk videos on the roof and snort coke in their car. I can't. Might not work for your company. I mean, that was.
They're kind of like their agents. So like sports, like how I like to look at it is like with sports, if they get hooked up with Nike, like the sneaker deal. So you're getting them hooked up with the tools, for instance, and things like that.
Oh, sorry, my dogs. Yeah,
Security
exactly.
guard.
So I'm working. Let him outside, please. I'm working with Samantha Large right now, better known as the Roofer Girl, and we're actually moving her. Cole, can you get them outside, please? Sorry.
They're the guard dogs.
Yeah, get out there. I don't want them in here. They're barking. Close the door. Sorry about that. We'll start over. Going back to where you said it was kind of like an agency. So that's kind of where it's kind of heading. I'm trying to find people that have high number of followers and stuff. So, hey, you got enough followers. We can get you a package where you can market for Prime Line or for Diamond. And there's some funding here for you. It might not be big money, but you share a post, you get 50 or $60. That's all you do is share a post. So someone that's roofing and has a family, that's, you get good enough, you can make a couple $100 a week selling advertisements. So that's the end goal of it. And I got a few people I'm working on right now. And one of them is the Roofer Girl. So I'm actually moving her from Edmonton. And she's going to be moving in. She's going to be working for Bigger Roofing. And we're going to have her
with the Roofer Girl. Not to cut you off. Sorry. We see with the Roofer Girl that she won. Well, she's going up for an award.
Right now, she's in the finals for an award. So Indigenous women, she is. She made it to the finals. I think she won $500 to get to the top 5, and then it's up to a panel of judges. So it's $25,000, and she's going to use it to further educate women in the industry. And that's what we're doing as well with the Green Army. I'm helping her do that. So we've been bringing lots of girls in. If you notice, there's tons of female roofers out there, which is totally like cool, right? Yeah, because I have 4 daughters. I got 4 daughters I got to raise and roof, right? So
that's like one of my favorite things when I see a woman on the roof and kind of perfecting her craft. It's pretty cool to see that.
I think all guys like that. Like everyone that's looking at the page, like, oh, there's a girl on the roof. Like, that's awesome. Like, and I got 4 daughters, like I said, and so if I can inspire them to do the same thing as me with other women doing it, so I know people are like, oh, Biggtime's inspiring women. Like, hey, man, I have fucking 5 women live in my house. I have no goddamn choice but to inspire women. I'll be living on a fucking street or sleeping on the couch. So, right? I'm inspired by women every day, right? We live in a household full of them. Actually, girls want to say hi to the 3 oldest. Come say hi. I'm on a podcast
we gotta say hi.
right now.
Up? Yeah.
We got to meet the family.
Hi. Come on.
Hey, what's up?
Little Biggtime.
Little Biggtime. Oh, I got one more. One more. Chloe?
Hey, the bigger gang.
Oh, there's one more coming. Oh, here comes Rai. Here, Rai. Pally.
This is exclusive right here. This is a Goats4Sales exclusive. We got the bigger gang.
Get in here. You get them all?
Biggtime. Hey, what's up?
There's one more. There she is down here. Say hi, Pally.
Hi, Callie.
How you doing?
See you too.
That's the Biggtime crew. That's why I work so much, guys. All right, good night, guys. Love you.
That's awesome. That's a driving factor. I like that.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's all I do is work because kids cost money. I call it the $5 million family.
No,
because it's going to cost me $5 million to raise them all.
Oh my gosh. So that's why you turn everything green, like the Ripper. How did that go about?
So basically, there's a new tool line going to be coming out. It's called the Best Damn Tools. That was just the first thing that we launched with the green knee pads. My color is green. Bigger Roofing's always been green. So we decided to change some of their colors of their tools just for a simple marketing ploy, because that's what I do is marketing for them. So and that's where it kind of evolved into the Green Army, and it's all kind of tying in together with Roofing University. They're sponsoring that. So they just they've done it before, Primeline. They've worked with a lot of people. If you go through some of their tool catalogs, they've got the Claverine that was designed by a roofer. It's a very unique tool that you use to pry out nails behind step flashing, which it's without damaging the siding. So it's a very unique tool. And that was designed by a roofer. They have a bunch of other things that they've done as well. So this wasn't the first time Primeline has kind of tagged up with someone in an industry to make a tool that's more effective. And that's what we're working on right now is the Best Damn Hammer, which is going to be pretty exciting. And we've got a few other tools in the mix. So
Okay.
it's kind of like a dream come true. You're making your own tools with your name on them, and you know, and it's kind of something that's never thought would ever happen, but it is. So
That's real fire. After this, you need to give us some off-air tips. We got a lot of, like, for instance, Dan the Mansion right here. We got Lockjaw Ladder Grip. They're based out of Australia.
yeah.
And you know, we've been doing a little promo for them as well, but just how you turn things green, you know, we could see how, you know, we could work with them a little bit better and do a little more cooler stuff. You know, we want to be big
It's
time.
just simple stuff. Yeah, it's simple. Like say if you guys wanted to work with the Green Army and you have if you have someone that's interested, like your partner from Australia there, we could definitely sit down and work something out. That's what I do. I do a lot of deals on the side. A lot of people don't know that. They just think I'm a comedian all the time, but that's fine. I like to have that image out there.
They're gonna know now, though.
Right?
They're gonna know now.
You gotta have fun.
Even if I put this video, they won't believe it. Big time.
Now they see it though. So everyone sees it. So, another thing. Look at that.
See this right here. This is the best damn water bottle.
I like it.
And if you get one for free, if you order Zeps gear.
Hey,
Zeps gear.
Where do we get that at? Where do we get the Zeps gear?
That's Prime Line as well. This is like what we were talking about. Peter Zepatelli made this jacket.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that worked on scaffolding, and he fell off wearing the scaffolding wearing his harness, but he had a jacket on, and the harness was underneath his jacket, pulled up around his back, and almost killed him, choked him out. If someone didn't find him, he would have died. So he invented this jacket where the back tears away and deploys your fall arrest rather than having it come up the back of your jacket, causing it to go and choke you out around your neck.
Yeah.
So going back to where Primeline works with roofers and people in the industries to make new tools, and that also helps them brand. So that made their uniqueness as well, right? So
I like that a lot.
Yeah, going back to that, but pretty cool.
That's real cool. What else we got?
Definitely. We just want to know. Obviously, you've been in the industry for a while. What's 3 tips you think that would help people level up in the industry of roofing? Whether they're on the roof, whether they're selling the roofs, whether they're the owner of the roofing company. What kind of tips do you think would help them level up?
Number 1 is always get sleep. Get a good night's sleep. Makes your day go a lot easier. Number 2, give less fucks. Just don't care as much, right?
Got it.
And then thirdly, when you're selling or anything, be true. Be yourself.
Facts.
Right there. You can write that down. You can have those. They're yours.
Those are free. Everything else is on Roofing University.
We have this recorded from a play it over, write it down, put it in my journal. Yeah.
Big time.
we love it. Hey, another thing, just because what I would think everybody would want to know from you is mainly especially social media. Like, you're killing it. Even on the Facebook, we've seen that you hit another milestone. Was that 500,000 followers on the Facebook?
No, 100,000.
100,000. Sorry,
100,000.
But in total, you have over 500,000 as far as in your network, correct?
I believe I almost had 1 million, but the cancel culture got a hold of me this year pretty good. So I was shadow banned on Facebook for over 12 months. I was at 150,000 already this year, but they depleted my account. I got up to 70,000, then I went back up once I got unshadow banned. 300,000 followers were lost on TikTok. I've lost 2 accounts on TikTok, so like 500,000 on TikTok this year alone. But I just keep going at it. Like BDR's, he's like the roofer. They don't go away, man. They're like genital warts. Yeah. You can burn them off. Guess what? That fucker's coming back. Fucking worse than the last time too.
Big time.
Big time. So I just keep pushing, right? That's kind of what I've done. I got a big following. So yeah, we're probably around a couple 100,000 now. They keep me at bay, the cancel culture, which is fine, right?
So what is that? Is that the part of it as well? Just keep going, just keep every day, just keep going at it, no matter what.
Even if they knock you down, they're going to knock you down, right? So if you're being truthful, and as this day and age, you're being who you want to be, people don't like that, right? Yeah. They always knock you down. And I'm going to tell people too, if you're watching this and you're making your own videos and you're trying to promote yourself, there's always a roofer out there who's going to call you a fucking piece of shit online on a comment and say you did it wrong and say you're stupid. It's just the way it is. So like, you got to take a couple times on the chin. I suggest some people, if they don't like that and they're really sensitive and stuff like that, just turn the comments off. For me, I like to embrace it. Part of my character was responding to those and doing comedic responses. But with the new bullying laws on Facebook, I can't do that either. So yeah, because I can't comment anything rude coming from a status of the character, because it's got a lot of high followers. So consider it bullying. That's how I got my 12 months.
That's
so
crazy.
I can't. So someone's like, "Go fuck your mother." I'm like, "God rest your soul." Right? Like, have a great evening, sir.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So like they really got BDR tongue tied right now. So I've almost lost all my following. So right now I just basically, if you hear, I vent in my videos a lot, so I don't and I don't comment back to the negativity. I wish I could, because that's how I got started a lot too, was the fighting, the verbal fighting online, and that's what roofers do. Roofers are rough edge, so kind of like built the community, right? And if you've been on a roof, roofers are not nice to each other for 8 hours a day.
They're not.
Not at all.
Especially when the sun gets involved.
Yeah, exactly, right? And someone doesn't show up, or someone's late, or someone does something wrong. It's a pretty rough crowd, right? So
definitely.
So how do you feel about Ligma?
Ligma balls? Yeah.
I knew I couldn't get it. I knew I couldn't get it.
You're talking to Lord Biggtime, man.
You're so quick with it too. Okay,
yeah, you're so quick.
I like it.
Didn't you get that joke off my site?
Yeah. I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to throw it in somewhere. Like, hey, you have a post that you're mentioning a roofer named Ligma.
See how funny it is? A little rude conversation. Like in the industry, any industry that's in construction, basically, that's what it's accepted in the industry. It's a little friggin' rude. You just say the rude jokes. You got to do what you want. It's just, it's the job's already hard enough, right? So
making it fun.
Making it fun. That's all it is. That's what it all started at, right?
No, 100%. Where can we get that shirt? We need a Best Damn Roofer shirt. We need a green one.
We got bestdamnroofer.com, and they're selling there. We're going to start up a whole new. We're in the works of starting up a new store that's working with Prime Line, and everyone will be marketing clothing for our companies that we're selling for as well. Okay. So we're trying to grow on that aspect. It's a lot of work right now doing all this. So I'm just a roofer too, so I'm learning every day as we're trying this. So we got a lot of big plans, right?
Yeah. You go to conferences?
I've gone to a lot of conferences.
Okay, and down here in the United States too, right? Like Win the Storm and things like that, right?
Yeah, I did a couple award shows with them. So I actually won a few awards, believe it or not. So I think that pissed a couple people off over the years. Won quite a few awards, actually. Some for marketing and just some for my YouTube videos.
Fire.
And so I go there and perform, and I do live performances. And then at IRE, people usually rent me for the day. So they pay me quite a bit of money to play music at their booth, and I stay there all day to draw in, and I post on social media where I'll be at all day. And then usually I have them say, I need 4 kegs, and I'll bring like ton. They have to pay for the beer, and my followers get free beer. So come see BDR and drink with me all day.
That's fine.
And like they love it, because that booth is always packed all day.
100%.
Have a beer with Biggtime. So that's what we did. We've done that quite so often. I haven't been traveling with all the COVID stuff. The last show I did was with Dimitri Lipinski with the business class. So we had a good time. Me and Dimitri got a big fight there and crashed a bunch of shit. But I was teaching in their class how to do marketing. So at the end of it, when everyone's at the party, me and Dimitri, between me and him, staged a big fight. And like we fucking went at it. It looked real, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like marketing 101, big time. Yeah. Like,
make it look real. Make it look real.
Fire.
So that's so we've done some fun stuff. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with online rather than traveling, because it's really hard. I have 5 kids, so whenever I have to leave, I had to leave my whole family, and then usually my wife comes with me. We have to go, like it's a lot of work to leave the family behind. So traveling doesn't happen as much as we want. Exactly, we could do it right here. You know,
I even have disappearing acts. Watch this.
There it is.
But at the end of the day, I hope everybody that's watching this, if they didn't get anything out of it, they should get, especially the marketing. This is the marketing genius out here, Joshua Biggtime Productions. Everything turns green around this guy. So, that means he's where the money is. So we got to follow the money. So you got to follow
the green.
Exactly.
Could just be the smoke, eh?
Definitely.
It's legal where I come from, so
hey, it's not legal yet, so it's almost there. It's almost there, but it's legal a lot of places, but not in the land of Georgia yet. It's getting there.
Lord Biggtime gives you permission to smoke her, boys.
There we go. There we go. I needed
that. I'd like to take a moment to thank you guys for inviting me too. I appreciate taking the time to sit there and talk with me, guys. And if you guys want to share this, I'll share it with you on my social media. So
you got
send me over a copy.
They're bigger than us, so you got to share it.
Exactly.
I will.
Hey, and just so everybody else knows, we started at the top, so it only goes down from here. We started at the very top. We got bigger productions. We got Biggtime in the building. So, I don't know who else we could get from here.
Biggtime.
I think that's it.
That's all. Well, you never know. You got Samantha. We got tons of network right now. So if you guys are starting to do podcasts, we have tons of roofers and tons of people that have great content. That if you guys want to join the Green Army, then
that's the next step. We're ready. We're ready there.
We're already here.
First one's the United States. Hey,
I'm going to send you my shirt right now.
Exactly. Let's get that.
Where do we sign up?
Yeah. So I got to sign my ass. 1 second. Here you go.
No, but definitely. So this is Roofs by Don. They're in the mansion.
And we're Goats4Sales.
And we got Joshua Bigger Productions, best damn roofer. You guys better
Lord Biggtime.
Lord Biggtime. Exactly. So let's do it. Make sure you guys tune in. Whenever this is about to pop up, should be popping up soon.
Biggtime. That's a wrap.